Darko, my friend, how you doing?
Absolutely exquisite.
Exquisite, okay.
It's one word to put it in. I'm excited. We've got some fantastic matchups for you. Today, we're seeing the winners bracket final, losers bracket final, and then, of course, the grand final, which is going to be a lot of emotions on the line, a lot of money on the line, everything else on the line, basically. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited today.
Yeah, I think this this day has been really built up. Like, gradually, the games have just got better and better as the tournament's gone on. We've got an amazing lineup of teams left. This first game is going to be an absolute slobber knocker, for lack of a better phrase.
Slobber knocker. I love that.
And it's going to be Regal Reserve versus the Fast Five. And, you know, I don't mean to go into predictions too early, but I have no idea which team I'm going to side with in this one. I have absolutely no idea.
It's a hard one. I mean, the Regal Reserve, obviously this tournament so far, you know, have done such a great job to get this far in the tournament. The Fast Five for me, you know, I talked a little bit about it yesterday when they were playing Fable. Obviously, I don't think personally they showed up as best I think they could.
Sure, okay.
You know, but obviously we're talking about the giants who are Fable, so of course it's always going to be very hard. However, I do feel like the Fast Five could have come out a little bit better in that matchup.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously, you know, to go into that team a little bit more, the Fast Five, you've got Bozza, and I said it yesterday, he is a great leader. Communicates very well, you know, gives his team that hype all the time, you know, constantly talking to his team, constantly saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. And obviously, when yesterday the matchup against Fable, when they were losing that kind of, you know, that second map, when it was kind of 4-1, they did show signs of life. They were taking it seriously at all times. They were trying to give their, you know, their 150% at all times as well. So that was really great to see. I think personally, my predictions are the Fast Five come out here and win.
Okay.
But I'm going to say,
all right.
I'm going to say, map 3, round 13.
Ooh. So the very last meter is what these teams will be crossing, and it'll be that close. Wow, okay. Fair enough. I mean, just to go into a little bit more detail, I guess, of the Fast Five, for those wondering, it is a fairly new team name, and fairly new team of that. We've got Primary, we've got Chidwick, RMJ, T-Precision, as you mentioned, Bozza. So, yeah, that is a bit of a stacked lineup. When I read those names off, I just think raw skill, fairly new talent there, of course, in the form of Primary and RMJ, who played amazingly in the last EGL London event. You've got the veteran of T-Precision. Of course, you know, used to play with the likes of Breaker and Demonic from Devious Gaming. He's now been playing with a lot of other players, and this is the team he's with. Chidwick as well, of course, a former Devious Gaming member. And here, those two have found themselves with, you know, some very good players on that side, and just the talent that screams out to me. Perhaps dark horses, honestly. I mean, in that statement itself, let's think about this for a second. They knocked DZ to the losers bracket. 2-0 they beat them yesterday. Elliot, that is a statement, if nothing else. That's
absolutely huge, and yeah, to go back to your point, they're all so fantastically individual players, fantastic shotgunners, very good communicators. You know, you hear Chidwick. You know, just to go into Chidwick as well. I know I've kind of talked about Bozza a little bit, but obviously Chidwick again, he's a fantastic communicator as well. He's always talking, always shouting, you know, always screaming at his teammates, and obviously screaming at, you know, he's a very passionate guy basically. So yeah, like you say, to knock out DZ Gaming very early on as well. It wasn't the latter 2-0. It was a whitewash, and I was speaking to a couple of the guys after that match, and they were surprised. They were massively surprised. They were like, we didn't think that was going to happen. we had no idea we were going to do that well, and it's you know, it's a massive statement, and you know, I feel They went up against Fable yesterday in the semi-finals. They didn't show up. Yeah, they didn't do too well. However, I think from that confidence of beating DZ Gaming against an opponent like Regal Reserve, who is nowhere near on the same level as Fable, I feel like the confidence is really going to shine through. Okay, yeah, I mean, after that victory, yeah, they'll be confident. First game of the day, not sure if that momentum is carried on through the night. Sure. But, of course, let's talk about Regal Reserve, their opponents. In terms of the results, let's go straight to it. They actually lost 2-1 to Supremacy in the winners bracket round 2 yesterday. Yes, it's a loss, but they only lost by 1 map, and that's against the team of Supremacy, who played so amazingly against the team of Odin. But you know what? I want to get into this. I think we should get into the picks and bans. Let's go ahead.
Okay, let's start off with the Fast 5 then. They've banned Harbour. We've seen that a lot this weekend. And it started Championship Sunday off as well. Lift was banned from Regal Reserve. Okay, interesting. And then, of course, we have Forge Blitz was the pick from Fast 5. Seen a lot of that this weekend, actually. Regal Reserve picks Foundation. Not too surprised about that one. This is a team that loves the initials and to keep gameplay as fast as possible. I think that will be a very entertaining match for sure. Map, rather, and the match as well. Saying that. Impact has been banned by the Fast 5. Reclaimed was banned from the Regal Reserve. So yeah, we're not going to be seeing Reclaimed this match. And Dam's going to be the last map if we do need it, Darko. Anything standing out to you there, my friend?
We're seeing this, you know, Forge Blitz creep up a lot as a map this weekend so far. And the Fast 5 played Fable yesterday on the Forge Blitz, and obviously I talk about it again. I think I've said this many times. Fable are obviously a much superior opponent than Regal Reserve.
Sure.
However, you know, the Fast 5 did show signs that, you know, they were organised, they were structured, you know, they could, you know, they can work as a team. And, you know, if I think, I'm going to say this, I think that on that map, if the Fast 5 can, you know, bang, want for a better phrase, bang with this Regal Reserve team from an individual perspective, because we know Regal Reserve are such good shotgunners. Yeah. But also take their togetherness, their organisation, they showed glimpses of in that map against Fable yesterday. I think that's going to be a whitewash. I feel like it could be like a 7-2, 7-3. Foundation, yeah, Regal Reserve, they do love Foundation. I've seen them play that map a couple of times this weekend already. When I've been going around to the side stations, they do love this map, and they do look very, very good on it as well. So that is going to be scary for the Fast 5. If the Fast 5 can't come out, you know, and match them in certain areas. We talk about that mid-block area. You know, we said it yesterday. Sure, it's such an important fight as an initial fight. If they can't come out and if they can't, you know, handle the Regal Reserve's strats in that middle part, then I feel like the Regal Reserve may walk all over them in that map. And then Dam. For me, I think Dam, and I'm going to say this, I think Dam relies a lot on momentum. I do feel like it's a map that relies a lot of momentum. I feel like, you know, it could kind of go either way in certain scenarios. If one team shows a couple of glimpses of magic in certain scenarios, and that could push them forwards to, you know, edge over their opponents in that map. I feel like it's a very momentum-based map, but also a very fast team-firing map as well. And the Fast 5 haven't been a team for long either.
I feel as though Dam is one of these maps that's been quite the practiced, you know, in the practiced area of this map pool. And, you know, expect both these teams to really perform in that one if we do get to it. Of course, Regal Reserve on the left-hand side of his screen right now, folks. Shadows, Swift, Dragons, Totty, and Die-6s. If those players do seem familiar to you, it might be because they were formerly known as PAM. Of course, Jack Reaction was playing with these Spanish players, and they were they just missed out against Team Odin in their trip to Vegas as well not long ago. This is certainly a team that's proven itself. It's no longer an underdog. But maybe not an underdog in the community as a whole, but maybe in this game, you believe, Darko. Are you going with the Fast 5 still?
Yeah, I'm still going to pick the Fast 5, especially as, I just think that if on this map, this Forge Blitz map, I feel like the Fast 5 could really come out here and you know, and kind of whitewash Regal Reserve in this first map. Foundation, as I said, I think that's going to go Regal Reserve's way, but I feel like the Fast 5 might clinch it at the very end on Dam, and that's my prediction. I'm going to say 2-1, and I'm going to say that Dam is going to go back and forth, but then the Fast 5 are just going to clinch it that last moment. Just edge it out at that last final stage.
I'm going to say 2-1, but I'm actually going to go with Regal Reserve. Mainly because I want to go against you, Elliot. But just because I'm unsure, so I'm going to pick a side, and it's going to be the opposite to you. Let's get into this game, folks. The first match of Championship Sunday, and RMJ and Boz are already adding to that kill feed straight away.
Yeah, and we see that straight away. RMJ picks up the first kill in that control tower. We see that such a prominent fight, 2v2 fight. We always see as a kind of base initial strat, and RMJ does a great job to pick off the first kill. Boz is picking up the second kill. However, Regal Reserve have done a good job to get this back, and they do still have the C hill with the Fast 5 having to back off, but we now see a push from Regal Reserve onto the Fast 5's home hill. So pretty intense start. Pretty intense start. It's what I like to see. Back and forth, back and forth.
And Regal being super aggressive on that hill there. Given the respawn timer, perhaps a little bit too confident in their ability, you know, to push and win those shotgun battles. certainly weren't quick enough in executing that, but they do capture B in the process. And as all players come off respawn, they're looking to get a few hills back of their own.
Definitely, definitely. And I just want to say as well, you know, in this situation is that you see how all players so far of both teams are just going for those shotgun fights. I feel like at this stage, this very, very early stage, first game of Championship Sunday, they are all going to try and, you know, get in each other's minds, play each other psychologically, say, I'm the better shotgunner, I'm the better shotgunner. And then I feel like whoever comes out on top of these early stages with the shotgun individually is going to be the victor in this map.
I think shotguns are going to be extremely important in this matchup, to be honest. So reliant are both teams on their slaying power to get them through these difficult matches. But keep an eye on the score. It's neck and neck, practically. The B hill has swapped numerous times already. Here is Regal Reserve pushing up on that one kill just to the right. Of course, Fast 5, the teammates just behind, letting rip with the Lancers. Look how fast Die6 is lit up. Dragon's getting downed as well, but Totti is on hand as a team medic.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see a little bit more organisation from Regal Reserve. I feel like they just, it seems like for me at the moment as I'm watching this, they are just flying everywhere. It's like they're flying all over the map in packs, which, you know, I think we said yesterday, Toby, when we were talking about it, it does work in this game, very much so. But I would like to see a little bit more organisation. I would like to see a little bit more, you know, maybe a methodical approach to their play. I feel like they're getting caught by the Fast 5 when they are trying to go for shotguns. Look, and there we go again. Their bots are taking that 1v1 on Swift KLK.
That's 3 kills in a row now for Boz.
That is indeed. I was just about to say that is a free piece, and you know this at the moment is looking like a very back and forth display from both teams.
Look how close the score is. These shotgun bars get even more important as time goes on. Die6 does dispatch with Bozza, but the B hill only just being broken. The score is still neck and neck. Die6 is so ready, needs to get up close and personal, but he's not able to, as the Fast 5 do hold on to B. But look at over at the A hill. It's all going on around there.
It is indeed, Toby. It is indeed. And now we see this is a very close game, 200 to 197. Who's going to clinch this out? Regal Reserve do get the break, do get the cap. They are going to get the second cap. I think this is going to go Regal Reserve's way, but the Fast 5 trying to take out that. They do take one, but they don't. They get taken down. That's Regal Reserve's round.
Little bit too late there. Did the Fast 5 get shotgunning on that hill? And yeah, Regal Reserve, the last final push there. They just won enough shotgun battles.
That was absolutely manic. Absolutely manic.
What a great start.
What a great start to Championship Sunday here. That was very back and forth. Loads of individual plays being made. We saw Bozza take the free piece, you know, on that B hill, you know, in that scenario, and we talked about it. It's very shotgun heavy this map so far. I haven't seen much organisation from either team.
It's just been pushes, isn't it?
It has, and
it's
and I
constant
think,
pushes.
I don't know whether we talked about it, you know, when we were kind of introducing the teams, but Regal Reserve are a team who do like to hunt in packs. They do like to go in 2, 3, 4s. They're not really a team when you watch them play. They're not really a team who like to set up and get position on their opposition, take control of certain areas of the map. They don't really do that very often. They do just like to run and you know, they almost play like a very fast, intense game of execution, essentially. So a good display from Regal Reserve so far. They do take round 1, so let's see if the Fast 5 can answer back.
The block coming in at B, not too surprised as both teams were so close for the majority of that time. Chidwick electing to use the pistol in this scenario rather than flanking with a shotgun. Does hold his nerve though, holds that hard aim, waiting for that perfect shot to ensure the gib.
Do it, Swim!
His 1B. And Chidwick, a little bit of a teabag as well, baiting Die6 onto that cover, and he is going to be joining his teammate. No, he's actually not, because Dragons have sneaked around that C hill.
Well, it's game. It's a good night for that guy on the cover. Chidwick did a brilliant job in taking that 2-piece, and he held his shot perfectly. And I think this guy's having a very good game so far. I haven't seen the stat board just yet, but I do feel like Chidwick's really coming out of this so far. I can hear him screaming in the on the monitors behind me. So I do feel like he's having a very good game so far.
For Fast 5, a little bit of a setup here, and Regal Reserve pause before pushing. It's not just constant shotgun battles being forced upon their opponents. RMJ pulling back, things slowing down definitely for the first time so far. This matchup bringing up the overhead. Here come the first shotgun battles at B, and they've actually rotated out. They're going for a home street push now, are the Fast 5, trying to be a bit more unpredictable. RMJ knows he's going to get some attention coming his way, and that Shadows this time, the star player, many argue, on Pam, but no, RMJ holds his shot. Big 1v1 victory. Now Die6 is going to test his hand against RMJ, but no, look at this, playing his distance, playing his life. He knows his spawn is just behind him. This is perfect from RMJ. Absolutely stellar.
And this is what I was going to say to you, Toby, right? This is why I feel like Fast 5 are going to clinch this, because look how clever that play was, yeah? Didn't rush into him, didn't go in, do anything too, didn't panic in that situation,
Sure.
held off, held his shot, waited for his teammate to back him up. And I feel like Regal Reserve are getting beaten in that scenario right now because they're just literally running at them. They are just running. Look at the Regal Reserve player there in that scenario. He's just literally ran at RMJ there.
Yep.
Tried to get the quick pick, and it's, the Fast 5 here, if they come out and they carry on doing that, I feel like, as I said, I feel like they're going to win this match.
We spoke about the individual players of RMJ and Bozza in the previous round, but it was really the team working together, that Fast 5 squad, running all the way back around their office, rotating and doing a home street push when they knew Regal Reserve were sending most of their numbers to that B hill. That was some really heads-up gameplay from them as a team, and of course the individuals carried that out perfectly. A brilliant round from the Fast 5 there.
And I think it shows the mentality as well of the Fast 5. And I said it mid-game, but Chibwit's having a very good game so far. 10 kills, 4 downs, 30 time death. He's having a very, very good series so far. So let's hope the young lad carries this on. But yeah, it definitely shows the mentality of this Fast 5. They haven't been a team for very long, but it seems like they understand the game enough and they understand each other to be able to do that in those situations. And it's obviously paying off for them so far.
Regal Reserve couldn't react to that rotation. The shotguns didn't bail them out of that one. Here is the 2v2 up top, and once again the Fast 5 playing a bit more passive. Here comes RMJ trying to find that 1v. Does get angled out a little bit too much as his teammate is not close enough. You feel as though Precision could have been a little bit closer there, or RMJ a little bit more, on his wavelength there and played a bit slower. But Shidwick is hiding around the corner. Dragons has his Lancer out. Totty actually in the B hill and is going to be capping it. Don't think it'll be a triple cap. A miracle occurring right there. But the home street has been secured by Regal Reserve. Here come Fast 5 off respawn now.
So I'd like to see Regal Reserve set up here and show us that they can be a structured team. They don't just fly. But look, again, Dysix does take one there. He does fly. Can he take the second one? Is he going to go for Precision as well? The movement here, he's moving like an elegant fish in the water, but he does get taken out by T Precision there in that situation. So he's going to go for the back A, but he does miss that quickly. But he does get taken down. And Regal Reserve are being very good here. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Fast 5 at the moment, and it seems to be working in their favour. Very, very well, but Primary Gears does well to neutralise the situation. But again, Dragons with a 2-piece, and you can hear the hype in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it, as you're viewing today, but you can hear it in the background, the hype of Regal Reserve. They're screaming when they get a kill. They're screaming when they get a double kill. Even when they get a down, they're all screaming to each other to say, he's down, he's down. It's brilliant. It's great to hear it. The energy and the hype from this Regal Reserve team is really, really pushing them through.
Bit of deja vu now, I think, Elliot, as Regal Reserve are setting up a B this time round. I don't think they'll be going for a home street setup, and that is because the Fast 5 are going for one themselves. They're pushing all the way to the enemy's home hill. They've spotted one player in the office with the hammer burst. Bozza, great shots on the Shadows. He's so red, he's going to have to pull back if he's going to try and survive here if a 2v1. But no, actually Shadows is going to get help from his teammate in the form of a hammer burst to the back of Bozza. He gets the double, and now Regal Reserve are starting to fly. Shadows picking up another one.
That can't happen for me. Can't happen. That Shadows just has been allowed to do that way too easily. He really has, and what a fantastic play from him. Don't get me wrong, we're taking nothing away from the lad, but he should not be allowed to do that. There should have been some sort of team fire here. I've been banging on for the last 5 minutes of how Fast 5 looked very set up in that second round, but it was now Regal Reserve who really turned on the organisation there, and they did it well.
Once again, it seems as though the Fast 5 were just not perfect. They weren't on the same wavelength when it came to a 2v1 or a 3v2 push. One person was too far up, another was too far behind. I saw it twice with Precision. He was just a little bit too slow to help his teammate in 2v1 and an opponent. Bozza was a little bit far up there, so he got all the damage placed upon him by that hammer burst, and he was practically having a 1v1. And because he was so damaged, he was forced to jump into the right hand of Shadows. It should have been a situation where Shadows was getting 2v1 easily, but the organisation, for me at least, wasn't there. Not too sure if the guy was caught up with another player just behind Bozza. No idea. Not too sure who the teammate was, but not a perfect push for sure. And
no, definitely. I feel like both teams are showing good signs and bad signs. It's a very manic match so far, which is great for viewership. I feel like this is going to be like this, back and forth like this for the whole 3. You know, well, I'm predicting 3 maps, but you know, I could be wrong. But I feel like it's going to be like this for the whole of the series, and it's just about. Again, look, we see Chidwick there take 2 and the primary Gears, and that's 3 down for Regal Reserve again, and the sheer slaying power. It's just back and forth. And this looks looking like it's going to be a trip cam. That's great firepower there from Fast 5. That's brilliant play there. That's absolutely fantastic there from Fast 5. I love that. I love that. Fast 5, great organisation. Two Regal Reserve players coming into the B. They recognised they were about to get trip cap dominated, and the Fast 5 are just there, set up, ready to go. Look, boss has given me the stare. Love it. Love it. But no, they're set up. They set up. They waited for the 2 players to go into the B hill, and RMJ was just there to clear up. That was fantastic play. Love that from Fast 5.
And they were getting hyped as you there, I think, after that when they knew that was a perfectly executed round. You know, Regal Reserve, they even got the incense straight away. They went for the quick pickup, but still they weren't effective up top. They weren't able to secure kills with that. They rotated a little bit late, and boy, were the Fast 5 aware of where exactly they were going to go to try and break that triple cap. Perfectly done. Again, the Fast 5 really impressing me today.
I'm out of breath already. Can't lie.
Frag grenades placed down in the incinerator meanwhile, but the attention will be, I think, more so on those incense. Of course, they were placed last round, for those unaware. Well, Regal Reserve go for another pickup. I think he's actually shot him through the smoke. And once again, precision. He's going to get a double kill. It's 4 members down, make that 5 as Swift gets cleaned up as well. They're going for another triple cap, our Fast 5. And they're starting to run away with this, I feel. The momentum, yes, the rounds are still fairly even, but that last round, this round, bit of a statement. And Chidwick is confirming that vocally, I think, verbally.
Great round, great round. Yeah, that was just you know, we see that a lot in Gears. I feel, you know, we watch the top teams play. Chidwick's having an absolutely fantastic game. For those who you just saw that. That lad is really stepping up. So you know, a great start to this Championship Sunday from E4 Chidwick. But you know, we see that a lot in those rounds with the longer respawns when, you know, you'll just see a complete wipe of a team. And I always feel in that situation when that happens, that gives such a fantastic momentum shift for that team. And I feel like you say, you know, you feel like Fast 5 are running away with it. I feel like that is definitely a moment that's going to give them a lot of confidence to do that now, moving forward in this map. And we're still in the first half though, so we've still got the second half to come. So let's see if Regal Reserve can, pick up their socks and get back in this one.
Boltox did replace the Hammer Burst on board with Chidwick, who, if you notice, is sitting on 16 kills, ladies and gents. After only 5 rounds, Chidwick back A on Shadows has his number perfectly executed there as well. Frag grenades and incense have been picked up. Incinerator pressed as well, as they have taken control of up top. I believe that is the Regal Reserve anyway. Dragon's going to get pinched now. Precision will dispatch him anyway just before that.
I don't know what happened there. I just want to note, did Dysix not move?
I'm not too sure, honestly.
It was almost like he didn't move in that situation. He was just standing there waiting to get incinerated.
Swift taken down, but did drop a frag grenade. He got that out extremely quickly. Or was it a nade tag? I'm not too sure what happened there. Because it was the Fast 5. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
B-Hill and C-Hill captured from the Fast 5.
I feel like Fast 5 will set up now. They will try. They're going to try and set up on this B-Hill. But again, Totti flying at 5. He does pick up a kill there. And he is picked up by a teammate, but again, it's another, it's another good example of what this Regal Reserve team like to do. They like to fly in packs. Oh. No, that can't happen. But they like to hunt in packs. They are the wolves of Gears of War in the EU. I feel they like to hunt in packs. They're always there for each other. They're always flying with shotguns. So yeah, that's just another example. And now they're looking like they're going to win this round as well.
Swift does get a double. Chidwick, can he save the day? He's having an absolute amazing game, but no, the damage is too much. Swift starts teabagging this time round. Getting a bit of revenge, but no, look at the home hill. This is a 2v1, but still winnable. Precision with the wraparound shot, and that round will be saved by Fast 5.
Well played, Precision there. That was a very big 1v1 to take in that scenario. He's definitely saved his team. But having said that, I do believe there was a teammate behind him. So even if he hadn't have got that kill in that scenario, I feel like the teammate still would have cleared him up. So or cleared the Regal Reserve member up. But you know, again, this is back and forth. That was really good pressure that Regal Reserve put on. That, you know, they got a 1-piece, 2-piece, 3-piece in all quite quick succession. Sorry. So, yeah, it's definitely back and forth at the moment. The Fast Five are definitely not looking as organised as they've done in previous rounds. So let's hope they can prove us wrong.
Regal Reserve are split up completely. They've gone from B and split down the centre to each home hill. 2 players to one side, 3 on the other. Precision caught in the middle here will get damaged and downed. RMJ is stuck in the A hill. And Regal Reserve, they are just flying about. They're looking for 1Vs, not for map control, not for hills. They're looking for kills at this point. It's very disorganized. Maybe there's method in the madness. They are still holding on to B and C, but they are reliant on their shotguns, it's safe to say.
That's the kind of team they are, though. We've said it a couple of times already. That's the kind of team they are, and they're fueled off that hype of getting those kills. It's almost like as soon as if you've ever watched them on a side station, Toby. I mean, I had the pleasure of watching them, I believe, against you know, in one of their kind of early loser bracket games or winners bracket games, and they are a team that very much so are fueled by that hype of getting kills. You know, they love it, and you'll never see it. You never see a team get hyped as much as they do, and I feel like. Where Regal Reserve really do fall down as a team is that when they're not getting those kills, when they are getting outslayed, what do? What's their second strat? What's their other strat? What's their other plan? Yeah. If they don't have that getting kills in quick, you know, getting 1 pieces, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, when they don't have that hype, how do they deal with that?
Against a good team.
Against a good team, how do they deal with that?
Does their strat book just run out at that point? You know, do they just keep running the same thing and hoping for different results? I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see when pushed. But it's 3-3 at the end of the half, despite a great showing from Fast 5. Regal Reserve have managed to clinch 3 rounds out of the total 6. And they are starting off this next half very well. Shadows with a kill, and a little bit of a teabag as well. Not too sure if it's a smart thing doing that mid-round, honestly, because it does delay a little bit of time getting to the next hill. Is he going to get a break? Nope, just a little bit. I mean, let's think about that for a second. If you didn't teabag, you could have broke that and then run away. I mean, maybe overanalyzing things.
We're talking milliseconds, Tobes. We're talking milliseconds.
But a little bit of entertainment does go a long way, equally speaking. Bozza and Precision, meanwhile, jumping up to the control room. They're looking for Shadows, looking for blood. Shadows has found the 1v, though, but isn't able to close up. Well played, though, from Precision himself, was bouncing backwards to keep his distance. Yeah, Shadows could not take a kill there. That's a 2v1. They have to play that smart. And this now, again, could be another 2v1. They have to take this. Play this smart, lads. Play this smart. Dragon's caught out again. I think he was hiding around the corner. Hopefully, for Fast 5 to run into his gun. Wasn't going to work out there. The triple cap blinks for a second. You feel as though Precision and Bozza should be able to find Shadows once again, playing the distance. We've seen this plenty of times from Fast 5. The individuals are performing in this game. They are, and that was really great work by Precision and Bozza there, and it's unfortunately not worked out for them because they haven't got a hill, but you know, that was brilliant play by Precision and Bozza to take 3 separate 2v1s essentially and play them all, you know, individually play them all pretty well. It definitely shows that they're on the same page, and for a team that haven't been together that long, that's a good sign, and I hope they build on that, and even if they don't win here, I really hope they build on that coming into future events. So yeah, it's a good showing. They're definitely showing sides of magic, but it just seems like at the moment, you know, the Regal Reserve are slaying out, and they're slaying them in quite key situations, it seems like. So, not too sure about Totti's decision there to try and stay in the hill. I think he was fully aware that his teammates weren't nearby. I think he had, you know, stars in his eyes, thinking, oh, maybe I could 2v1, maybe I could get the triple, but it's a very difficult task to do. Swift's going to press that to stop the break, of course, if Fast 5 do fly over there, but instead, he's caught out with his pants down as Primary Gears is right behind him. And Dragons as well. Dragons, once again, being caught out right there on that same wall. Totti running in blindly, couldn't see through the smoke, and just feel like they're being a little bit too aggressive here, Regal Reserve, on an individual basis compared to the Fast 5, playing a lot smarter in the situations. The Fast 5 need to do something quickly here, as we see that Regal Reserve are quickly picking up points, and they are very close to winning this round, so the Fast 5 need to push. They need to push in this situation. We see Bozza take one. They need to get in the hill. Are they in time to 09? Yes, they are. No! Skin of your teeth. 3 seconds to go. It's going to be a 3v3 shotgun, but no, they will not reach in time. And that is how much it means to these players. Tom, I think he's just disconnected his headset, judging from how quick he's jumped up out of his seat. I just jumped out of my seat and nearly fell off the stage. No, that was milliseconds by the skin of their teeth.
by the thread of the socks
how
that they were
close they were to breaking it, how close they were to not breaking it, and getting back. Wow,
that's just a sign of how close this matchup is and how close it's proving to be. But the Fast 5, I said it, you know, Primary Gears picked up those 2 kills in that control tower, and I said they have to make a move, they have to make a move, and I'm sure in that moment they were saying to each other, we've got to move, and fortunately they moved just in time, just in time by 1 second, Toby. Very close stuff, very close stuff.
Regal Reserve playing a little bit too aggressive in terms of their positioning. Fast 5 timing it to perfection right there in that round. Precision beating Totti up top with help of his teammates. And actually, Shadow's getting caught out as well. Look at the kill feed. Look at the heads-up display on the left. So many deaths for Regal Reserve. They have overextended to the F hill, though, and I think that's going to be a simple 2v1, maybe a 3v1. Dragon's getting pinched in the back, being caught out in no man's land. Easily dispatched. It's not going to really do much, that overextension. Yes, it's going to stop Fast 5 from setting up perfectly, but it's not too difficult to, you know, to react to for these players.
No, I feel like there was maybe a little bit of miscommunication in that play. Bozza and I believe it was Primary Gears. They kind of went. They were kind of. It looks like they couldn't decide which direction to go in, and maybe that's signs that this team aren't very, very organised because they haven't been a team for a very long time. You know, I think I was talking to Bozza actually the other day. Yesterday, and I think they've been a team for 3-4 days, I believe.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
So. Yeah, I think this is very much so a last-minute pickup from the Fast 5, and yeah, I mean that's some signs that they aren't set up in those situations when they get that control, when they get those kills. What do they do? But Chidwick again is going off. He is going off, taking those 2v1s, taking those 1v1s. He is going off at the moment. This is really great stuff to see by Chidwick. He's having a great game so far.
Dragon's full red. Is he going to get downed over the cover? Yes, he is, but his teammates are near. Chidwick's going to get downed as the reinforcements come in fast for Regal Reserve. Fast 5 are going to value their lives once again, though. Keeping up the pressure. I like this, but not close enough to get pushed by the Spaniards. Slowly approaching, going wide. Look at Precision, keeping that Lancer out, keeping his distance. This is textbook from them.
Yeah, textbook playing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Precision almost rolled out there. Almost did a cartwheel out the side to
he just
nowhere.
couldn't get out inside.
Very close. It's all about this, still about this Incinerator battle, though. Bozza with a double headshot up close and personal. Dragon's meat shield, but back against the wall, and Primary Gears will clear that one up. Overextension came through from Regal Reserve via the control room, but the Fast 5 did win that team fight, but look at the score. They're losing right now.
They are indeed, and again, Fast 5 are put into a situation like they were the last round where they have to do something. They've got to make a push. They've got to make a decision because it is slowly going in favour of this Regal Reserve team on points. So the Fast 5 have to make a decision. But look at Regal Reserve set up 3 men on that home hill, waiting for the push, waiting for something to happen. And I feel like the Fast 5 are going to find this hard to break this setup. But Primary Gears gets 1. Can he get 2? Can he get the break? No, but he doesn't. But Bozza comes in.
205, 206, 207. They are broken in time.
Second. But we see an overextension from Regal Reserve.
Come through. Is he going to be able to cap it, though? I see players running for their lives. Cap just coming in. No, and Dragons does secure the round for his team. You know, I was about to say the Spaniards, they're putting all their eggs in one basket by staying on that home hill. Yes, it's all good and well fortifying, but when you know the Fast 5 are coming off respawn and are forced to push your home hill, that 5v5 on your home hill is a dangerous thing, dangerous game to play. But thankfully, Dragons was the sneaky beaver to push all the way around through.
I just want to say so far, and I don't want to count my chickens or jinx.
You might have to count your chickens, I think, Elliot.
I unfortunately don't have any chickens. Yes, this is a very, very exciting game so far, Toby. I'm really loving this. 4-4, back and forth. We're seeing hints and magic from both teams here in different scenarios. That overextension there from Shadows was fantastic. I mean, I thought the Fast 5 had done that. You know, Bozza got the 2-piece, Primary Gears picked up another one, picked up another kill. I thought that was Fast 5's round, but great overextension by Shadows to clinch it for Regal Reserve.
Save the day of that. RMJ on board with him. No one contesting the control room this time for Regal Reserve. Fast 5 historically in this game have been the victors there. Regal Reserve have not been the more strategic of sides. This time around, they're trying to change that, though, it seems. Pushing heavily through the home street. The counter, of course, is RMJ pressing that button, so Regal Reserve, they can't cap that hill. They can't even take cover inside there, so they're forced to push. Straight into the office, it's going to be a 2v2 shotgun. Chidwick performing as always, getting the double, and now setting his eyes towards that E-hill.
Chidwick again. This lad is having an absolute steamer today. Woo. He's really
a headshot from Bozza as well.
Fire. Really turned up the fire from Chidwick again. Take another two-piece. And Bozza! Don't do it!
The double ball talk. No. I think he's out of ammo now. He's going to have to get his shotgun out to secure this round. Finished it off in style if this, of course, does conclude. Yep, once again, Regal Reserve only centimeters from breaking. Doesn't matter to Chidwick, though, as he's starting to point towards his opponents on the stage.
Well, let me tell you, Toby, this is looking like the Chidwick and Bozza show at the moment. It really is. Both players are having great games so far. We see Bozza pick up that unbelievable bolt-up kill in the Regal Reserve home hill. And
it's a double
Chidwick,
as well.
And it was a double. Yes, it was. It was a double. And the Chidwick picking up a double there on the E-hill. These guys are showing up. These slayers. They're really showing up for their team at the moment, and it's allowing them to clinch it in their favour. So I always said, I told you, Fast 5 would clinch this map, and I'm still sticking to my guns. And Chidwick and Bozza are definitely helping me out in that situation, definitely.
Certainly a team and individual effort from Fast 5. Everyone pulling their weight, so to speak, on this side. Bozza, once again, on board with him. He's got Boltok in his pocket, forced to get in up close and personal with Swift. Die6 tries to flank, but the damage advantage is clearly in favor of the Fast 5. Bozza is going to switch up. And I love this smart play, forcing the 2v1, leaving his 1v just for a second. Primary Gears is going to get caught out, though. And here is the button press to prevent that potential triple. Swift does get the double nonetheless, but look at that button press from these players who are backing out from control room.
And yeah, that was very unlucky from Bozza. As you said, it was a great play from him to turn back on the player in the E-hill, but unfortunately, it just didn't quite work. Oh, well played there from RMJ. That's brilliant. But it didn't quite work out for him. I think he didn't quite get the shot on him there. But yeah, like you say, you know, Bozza, he's showing up. He's showing up with Chidwick, and they are making very smart plays. And it's unfortunate they haven't got more position than what they have. I feel like they've just got 3 kills and they've got no control over the map. So I'm hoping that does change.
Swift with a great frag grenade actually on primary. Shadows picks up a kill off screen elsewhere. So Regal Reserve do have the numbers advantage. RMJ just hanging out. I think Swift is aware of where he is. Could this be a down? Could this be a cheeky down to catch them out? No, Die6 is with a revive. Look at that Lancer fire immediately placed against RMJ. Accuracy for a little while until Die6 did dispatch of his own teammate. Does it matter though? Shadows kills Bozza. A button press for, was that Dragons? Or was that, no, I think there was a Fast 5 player up there.
That was Dragons.
There was Dragons pressed that? No way.
Okay. I don't get that. I don't know why RMJ has decided to fly into that with a shotgun and not just step back with his teammate and Lancer fire them both down. They're in such a prime position for them to do that, to play that. I just would like to have seen RMJ play that a little bit smarter. But obviously, a game like Gears of War, you sometimes do make bad decisions in those scenarios. So, but yeah, Regal Reserve, this is definitely going in favour of Regal Reserve this round. They are outslaying them, it seems like, and maybe the Fast 5 are finding it hard to try and get back into this round. And again, they are in a situation where they have to do something. They're going to have to make a frantic push, and it's kind of do or die at the moment in this 10th round.
Regal Reserve been staggering the spawns of Fast 5 so far. No clear push has been able to be made. Look at the angles from control room. The comms are definitely there this round for Regal Reserve. Shadows cleans it up using that Boltok to take out that down. Ooh, lovely headshot of precision. It's going to be a big 2v2. Die6 going to fall. Shadows eames it up a little bit, but RMJ has that meat shield. And great movement from RMJ to keep himself alive. The score, though, as you can hear it chiming in your ears, is the score on the favor of Regal Reserve. Totti does fall. The button press again does take RMJ this time around. It is a good button press from Regal Reserve, so they prevent that capture of that hill, but all the eggs are placed in one basket again. As Primary Gears does push rather. Chidwick does push as well to that hill. Here comes Precision. Can he pull off some magic? Dragons. Not going to happen for Dragons. Precision with a double. And Bozza staying alive as well. This is still on. This is still on. It's on. Boy, is it on well. 2v1 after a 2v1. 205, 206, 207. Has it been broken? Yes, it has in the E-hill.
It has.
RMJ's going to cap this.
No, what was
he's not going to cap it. He's going to save the round. He's going to save the round.
Very clever, yeah, very clever.
No problem at all. Dragons is on the home hill with his team. Bozza keeping up with that shotgun ability. Gets another double. Staying alive despite full red. And Totti is in the hill as well. This is nail-bitingly close. Keep an eye on that score as Fast 5 are about to overtake. Shadows is going to fall as well. And ladies and gentlemen, what a round from the Fast 5.
Fantastic stuff from Fast 5 there. I love that. I absolutely love that. That was, you know, I thought RMJ was doing a really bad job in leaving that E hill, going to the home hill, but what an intelligent play. What an intelligent play. And Bozza, again, magic. One word for it at the moment, it is slaying magic. Bozza is absolutely going off in this first map, absolutely, with Chidwick
Precision as well had a double as well.
Yeah,
a difficult one of that, running into 2, ready, waiting for him. That was a swing round in itself. I mean, 6-4 compared to 5-5 and winning in that style. Oh, the momentum is on the Swarm side now.
I'm telling you, Tobes, I'm finding this very, very exciting so far. If you got up this morning, you were like, I want to see some Gears and more magic. I want to see some Gears and more excitement. When, ladies and gentlemen, you have got that so far in this Championship Sunday. You definitely have.
Dragons, this time picking up the incense quickly. He's done it before. He'll do it again. Does secure a kill, though, this time. Taking down Precision. Totti and Dragons are going to spread their legs. Look to push on the D hill. And actually, this could be a little bit of a pinch going here. Regal Reserve has started this off well.
Yeah, they have. And, you know, that was that first instant kill, and I believe they've got another 2 in here. We're going to see them take down Primary Gears as well. They are going to take the control in this E-hill. You know, this is a great opportunity for Regal Reserve to maybe set up. You know, Team Precision is over. You know, is here on the home hill. Let's see if he can save it. He does get 1. Can he get 2? He is looking for the second. I thought he was going to get. He does get the second. No, he doesn't.
No, Swift is still alive. He's running round. He's running riot, getting the 2 kills there. Triple cap is going to start blinking. Bozza has been revived. Chidwick has started moving in. Can they win these crucial shotgun battles once again on this home hill? Shadows with the double, and that could be the nail in the coffin for this round. Yeah. Make it a triple. Message from the teabag as well. 6-5.
You don't. But that, I don't know. Obviously, that was a great play, given the respawn times. They got the win. However, I don't know whether you agree with me, but I'm just looking at that. I'm watching Regal Reserve in that situation. I'm thinking, why, they're so aggressive. It's so...
Totti overextended on his own practice. If he just paused for just 2 seconds, all 3 players would have been shooting at the same time, but he was too far in front there.
I don't get this. If this was against Supremacy, I feel like at the moment, the way they are playing, the way they're trying to play this Forge Blitz map out, if this was against someone like Supremacy, someone who's very team-based, very organised, very structured,
polished, yeah.
I feel like this would not be this close. I feel like this would be a whitewash. But Regal Reserve, in fairness to them, they are taking the fights, the crucial fights. Their slaying power obviously is fantastic at the moment. So it's working for them against the Fast 5. But my concern is if they go on from this, where do they go? They play someone like Supremacy and they try to do the same thing. They're going to get whitewashed.
This time round, though, my friend Darko, it is the Fast 5 who win the initial up top. They get the incense, they get the 2 kills as well. And here, Regal Reserve, they're flying up the F hill. They're trying to respond with just pure aggression. Totti does find Chidwick. His teammate down as well. It's a race for the down RMJ. Turns to Totti. Dragon stays alive, but here comes Precision. Out of the back, the triple cap could be coming in here unless Swift can pull off the kill on Gears. He does. But the double incense comes in from RMJ. That's going to be a cap. Right there, the triple will come through, ladies and gents. The Fast 5 erupt on the main stage. 7-5, that first map.
What a map, what a first map, what a map to start this Championship Sunday. We saw some absolute magic in those first 12 rounds. So that was brilliant stuff. And, I didn't really kind of realise what was going on there, but I didn't see RMJ had picked up those incendiary grades. But what a smart play again. We've seen him at in several moments in this first map do some, display some real intelligence in his play and some real methodical thinking in his play. So great first map there, great first map. And I'm going to just get a couple of coffees because if it's going to start like this for this series, I'm not going to be able to cope.
I am woken up. If I was not awake,
if I was not awake, I'm awake.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, brilliant stuff.
Great start. Before we talk about that on the next map, I have got an update actually from the side station. This is a bit of a shocker. I think it's safe to say, maybe not to some, but map 1 Dam, Team Lucent did win 7-6 versus Odin.
That's absolutely huge.
Once again, Odin not performing up to the usual.
That's going to be a real disappointment for Odin. You know, I know I spoke to a couple of them yesterday, and they were quite disappointed with their performance yesterday in certain scenarios. They didn't turn up when they played they were kind of going through the winners bracket. They didn't turn up, and yeah, I mean, that's going to be a real disappointment for Lucent, for Team Odin. But I do think
it's a close one as well.
Again, it's another fantastically close match, and I do feel like, in my opinion, I feel like Odin are going to come back. They did it yesterday. They lost the first map, I believe, to Devious Gaming when they played Devious. They lost the first map to Devious, and I think that was very early. Yeah,
it was 7-3.
It was not close. It was not close, and you know, but they found a way to pick their heads up and move forward, and they won that. They end up winning that series 2-1. So. Yeah, that's a real disappointment, but I feel like they'll come back. They will come back from that.
Yeah, perhaps they just need, warm up a little bit. Maybe not started off as they'd like, and I'm sure they have a lot more to offer going forward. But can't take it away from Team Lucent. They had an amazing day yesterday, and they're doing very well against Odin, evidently. But we'll keep you updated on that match, folks. At home, we'll keep checking in to see what the score of map 2 is. But right now, we're going into the second map of our current match. The first 5 did just dispatch of Regal Reserve. 7-5, that final score. I think it's safe to say, Elliot, that the Fast 5 were the better team.
Definitely.
Better individually as well. It was just Regal Reserve got a fair few rounds there. Moments of brilliance from some of them. The aggression did pay off, but when it didn't pay off, boy, did the Fast 5 take advantage.
Definitely. I said it before we even went into that map, before we even, when we were doing the predictions, I said it. I said the Fast 5 were going to win Forge Blitz. I saw them against Fable yesterday. They showed signs of magic, and, against an inferior opponent like Regal Reserve, those little touches of magic they had yesterday came out in tenfold in that map we just saw there. So I always called it. I thought Fast 5 were going to win that, but just to note, just to mention, just to pick up on Bozza, Chidwick, absolute stormers as a first map.
Precision had many double kills as well. We were harping on. Maybe the 2v1s were not perfect from them at the start, but